First off, I would like to say thank you to the Economics Club for putting this wonderful event on, as well as Lewis for inviting Turning Point USA at Ball State University to participate tonight. Before we start digging in too much, I would like to start with something a little bit different. So often in today's society, we hear the word billion. We hear that certain projects cost the United States, $20 billion, $30 billion, $40 billion, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm not sure that we have a true understanding for the significance of the number billion. So let me try to put things into perspective for you. A billion seconds ago, it was 1959. A billion minutes ago, Jesus Christ was alive. A billion hours ago, our ancestors were living in the Stone Age. Yet in the past 8 hours, the U.S. federal government has spent $1 billion. As a country, we are spending money at a sickening rate. We are spending money on things that we have absolutely no business spending money on. For example, in 2016, the United States government spent $1 billion to destroy $16 billion worth of ammunition that was no longer needed by the United States military. Last year, the government spent over $300,000 on a study to see if parents loved their dogs as much as they loved their children. And my personal favorite is that in 2015, the United States government spent $825,000 teaching mountain lions to walk on treadmills. While these do not appear to be very serious issues, this is a very serious topic that needs to be addressed. The United States is spending money that we frankly just do not have. As of today, we are $20 trillion in debt. $20 trillion. We just finished discussing how large the number billion is. And yet, a trillion is 1,000 billion. But here stands the United States, $20 trillion in debt. And according to the fair net cost of illegal immigration, the United States is spending $99 billion every single year on illegal immigrants. $99 billion. A country that is $20 trillion in debt is spending almost $100 billion annually on illegal immigrants. Now let me remind you that this money is being spent on individuals who do not pay taxes, on individuals who abuse our healthcare system, on individuals who send their children to our public schools, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, on individuals who are taking our jobs. A country that is $20 trillion in debt is watching this happen before our very eyes and doing absolutely nothing about it. It is time that we come to our senses and realize that we must take action. Now, it is estimated today that there are roughly 11 million illegal immigrants in the United States. And if we break that down, the United States spends roughly $9,000 every single year per illegal immigrant. It is also estimated that today we have about 21 million veterans in this country. And if we break that number down, the government spends roughly $7,000 per veteran. So our government is spending over $2,000 more per illegal immigrant than we are per veteran. We are treating these illegal, undocumented aliens better than we are treating those who risk their lives to save ours. These illegal and undocumented immigrants should not receive better care than our veterans. President Thomas Jefferson once said, "A country with no borders is no country at all." I agree a great deal with President Jefferson and believe that it is time that we crack down on illegal immigration in the United States today. With that being said, legal immigration is absolutely vital to our country's future. We're a country that was built on immigration. We're a country that will continue to thrive because of education. However, we must ensure that those who immigrate to the United States do so legally. When looking at immigration, we also must put our citizens' safeties first. We need to have a very strong vetting system that thoroughly checks the background of those individuals coming into our country, regardless of where in the world they may be coming from. While we should not allow individuals to come into our country who have the intent of causing harm to our citizens, we must allow individuals to come into our country who have waited their turn in line, are hopeful for a better life, and are excited to become a citizen of the greatest country in the history of the world. As an organization, Turning Point USA believes in limited federal government. We believe that the federal government should have very little power and decisions should be left up to the states. However, It is the job of our national government to ensure safety for all Americans. It is the job of our national government to look at our vetting system and thoroughly check who is coming into the United States and ensure that those who are doing so legally. All in all, the United States must be wiser with its money. We must prioritize our spending, and in doing so, we need to make sure our own citizens are taken care of before anybody else's. We cannot continue to spend money on individuals who simply have no business being in the United States. We must ensure safety for American citizens, and we must ensure that their safety comes first, and that the United States of America will continue to reign as the greatest country in the history of the world. Thank you.